everyone, it's Miss Johnston here with our Unit 2 Vocabulary for Contemporary Studies. The first word on the list is banal. This is an adjective that describes something so lacking in originality as to become obvious and boring. Some synonyms are trite, cliched, overused, and common. In other words, it would be describing something that's played out. I hate when hip-hop artists get to the point where all they can rap about is the banal topic of money and excess. Number 2 is belligerent. This is an adjective to describe something as hostile and aggressive. Some synonyms are threatening, confrontational, and combative. The belligerent old man would always sit on his porch and grumble when anyone passed by his house, even just a friendly neighbor walking their dog. Number 3 is coup d'etat. This is French for stroke of the state, as in the swiping stroke of a sword. It's a noun that would be a sudden, violent, and illegal seizure of power from a government. Some synonyms are overthrow, takeover, and revolution. Napoleon staged a coup d'etat in 1799 to claim power from the governing directory of France. Number 4 is desolation. This is a noun, the state of complete emptiness or destruction, but also can be an anguished misery or loneliness. So it can be a setting, or it can be a mental form of desolation. Some synonyms are bleakness, barrenness, misery, and despondency. After dropping atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the cities were in a state of desolation. So that would be in the form of a setting. Or if you go with more the mental state, for the second sentence there is, in choked desolation, she watched the love of her life walk out the door. Number 5 is discreet. This is an adjective to describe something that is careful and circumspect in one's speech or actions, especially in order to avoid causing offense or to gain an advantage. Some synonyms are cautious, subtle, low-key. During the campaign season, many political candidates are very discreet in their speeches when discussing social issues in the United States. Number 5 is disillusioned. This is an adjective describing someone who is disappointed in someone or something that one discovers to be less good than one had believed. Some synonyms are disenchanted, disappointed, and cynical. After John's affair was made public, his wife became disillusioned and withdrawn. Or, the disillusioned citizens no longer had faith in democracy after their supported candidate withdrew from the presidential race. Number 7 is eccentric. This is an adjective or a noun. So if it's in the adjective form, it would be describing something unconventional and slightly strange, particularly of a person or a behavior of a person. A sample sentence for the adjective form of eccentric is, I have an eccentric habit of eating the crust of a sandwich first, then I finish the rest. If you're going to use eccentric as a noun, it's going to be a person of unconventional and slightly strange views or behavior. So in the sample sentence, he was something of an eccentric. You would use it in that way as a noun with the "and" in front of it. Some synonyms for the adjective form of eccentric are unconventional and uncommon. Number 8 is effigy. This is a noun, which is a sculpture or model of a person. Could also be just a roughly made model of a person, meant to be created and then damaged or destroyed as a protest or expression of anger. Some synonyms are statue, model, or dummy. A sample sentence is protesters threw water balloon bombs at an effigy of the president. An effigy doesn't always have to be a very pretty and beautiful and long drawn out sculpture. It can just be a rough model, so make sure you don't necessarily think that it's just sculptures or statues. Number 9 is evoke, which is a verb to bring or recall to the conscious mind. Synonyms: bring to mind or conjure up. The music evoked some forgotten memories. Number 10 is fickle. This is an adjective meaning changing frequently, especially as in one's loyalties, interests, or affection. If you guys remember Romeo and Juliet, the friar describes Romeo's heart as fickle. Some synonyms are changeable, variable, and flighty. Many teenagers have fickle hearts. Their crushes change from one week to the next. Number 11 is frivolity. This is a noun which means lack of seriousness or lightheartedness. Some synonyms are joking, fun, silliness, and foolishness. In an attempt to ease a major breakup, Sarah's friend tried to get her to go out for a night of fun and frivolity. Number 12 is inane. This is an adjective to describe something as silly or stupid. Some synonyms are foolish, idiotic, and absurd. Don't constantly badger people with inane questions. Number 13 is indignant. This is an adjective meaning feeling or showing anger or annoyance at what is perceived as unfair treatment. You might not necessarily know if it's unfair treatment, but you're perceiving it as unfair treatment. When you're reacting angrily, you would be indignant. Some synonyms are disgruntled and affronted. After the shabby way you've treated me, why shouldn't I be indignant? Or, the indignant student didn't realize the teacher was joking, so he took offense when the teacher stated, everyone gets 100 on the test, except you. Number 14 is insolent. This is an adjective meaning showing a rude and arrogant lack of respect. Some synonyms are cheeky and ill-mannered. Many students tend to find the class clown insolent when they take their jokes too far. Number 15 is intransigent. This is an adjective meaning unwilling or refusing to change one's views or to argue about something. Synonyms are uncompromising and inflexible. My uncle became intransigent whenever I brought up liberal politics. He was, is, and always will be a Republican. Number 16 is naivete. This is a different form of naive. When we describe something as naive, we're using it as an adjective. When we want to use naive as a noun, we would use this version of the word naivete, meaning lack of experience, wisdom, or judgment. A synonym for naivete is innocence. For a sample sentence, we were not expecting such naivete in a 30-year-old woman. Number 17 is nihilism. Nihilism is a noun meaning the rejection of all religious and moral principles, often in the belief that life is meaningless. If there's a person who believes these types of things, or rejects these types of things, you would describe them or call them a nihilist. So that would be one who rejects religious and moral principles and one who thinks life is meaningless. So some synonyms for nihilist are skeptic and cynic. He contends that his being a nihilist should not discount his ability to teach biblical history. Number 18 is perspicacity. Perspicacity is a noun, which means the quality of having ready insight into things. You can think of perspicacity as also intuition. This is a noun and an adjective, so if you're using it as an adjective, it would be having a ready insight into an understanding of things, and you would actually change that form of the word to perspicacious when you do that. Some synonyms for the adjective form, perspicacious, would be discerning and astute. I should really trust my friend's perspicacity when it comes to my love life. She can always tell if a man is a plier. Number 19 is veritable. Veritable is an adjective, meaning used as an intensifier, often to qualify a metaphor. Now that's kind of a confusing definition. So veritable is almost always used to kind of replace maybe real or authentic, like the synonyms are up on your screen. For two sample sentences to kind of give you an idea, you can see how veritable kind of comes before what might be metaphorical in a sentence. So we have one sample sentence: when the unruly students were left unattended, they turned the classroom into a veritable circus. So it was like it was a real circus, is the idea there. And another sample sentence: compared to my noisy apartment in the city, the quiet oceanfront villa is a veritable utopia. And last but not least, we have number 20, which is volition. Volition is a noun meaning the faculty or power of using one's will. So synonyms are by choice. The workers chose to leave early on their own volition, or I joined the army of my own volition. You can use this word with the preposition on or of, So I have two examples there within those two sentences, on their own volition and of my own volition. Either can be used within that sentence. All right, guys. Well, good luck with your vocab homework and happy studying.